Hi guys, it's Peyton Asher here, and I'm here with my presentation for the final part of Composition 2, Part B, with Sleep, Learning, and Memory, my personal article I wrote a summary on. So first we're going to start off with a little bit of summary what I'm going to talk about over this presentation and what the article was essentially about. So we all know what everyone learns. We all know that everyone learns different and that we all remember information in mysterious ways. Some of my personal ones are listening to music, chewing a certain flavor of gum, or even looking at a simple picture on my phone, online, or wherever you find a picture at, or even a picture I have in my house. And the reason why I say that we all learn different is because we do all learn different, but the reason why I say we all remember information in mysterious ways is because you can learn, you can remember certain stuff by looking at a certain picture, by drinking a certain flavor of water, or even chewing a piece of gum. From my previous research over the years, from doing projects close to this subject. And then, but I know all that being said, I know one thing everyone does normal is to help remember something is sleeping. Some people have different nighttime routines. Mine personally is pretty much a normal one, but everyone has different ones. But my nighttime routine would be step one, taking a shower, getting into PJs. Step two, checking on homework, see what needs to be done before I turn off and um, unplug from my electronics for the night. Or step three, check my phone for any alerts, messages, friends, or family before shutting off and turning off all my electronics and going to bed and stuff like that. And then step four, obviously, being sleep. And then in the article, it talks about deep or light conscious sleep. The difference between the two is deep sleep with deep sleep, or the dreaming state as the Harvard medical professionals called it. People tend to remember a lot more things in this state of sleep. People's minds are cut off from any outside distractions and is able to focus on any information retained that was just inserted from studying or doing homework. So, by being in deep sleep, you're allowing your mind to completely shut off from everything in the outside world, except for maybe in the dream state, to where you'll remember a little bit more faster than being in light conscious sleep. And I'll explain that in a second. So with deep sleep, though, it's more of the fact that where 2 hours feels like 5 minutes, and in light conscious sleep, it's vice versa, where 2 hours is 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So with deep sleep, it is easier to retain information because your mind is completely focused on just that, and breathing and keeping you alive, obviously. And then for light conscious sleep, with light sleep, the mind isn't really fully asleep and not able to focus on the information that is new. Rather, it focuses on information on an outside distraction more than concentrating on sleep. People's minds aren't able to sleep and recharge more of your sleeping, but it feels like 2 hours is 5 minutes. So with light sleep, the mind isn't able to cut off and think about things that you learn. It's more of outside distractions. So say your dogs are barking upstairs. It's more focusing on that. Or you're focusing on what happened earlier today. What happened earlier today rather than now. About what you learned and now. So that being said, a couple of items I choose personally to help me have a deep sleep is my stuffed pig Waddles. He is definitely a big part of my nighttime routine. Definitely a part of why I can sleep easier, because it is nice to have that. It is nice to have an object. At least personally for me, it is nice to have an object to be able to cuddle, or to be able to sleep with, even if it's a simple pillow or a blanket. As I also have a fuzzy blanket there as well. I like to be cold and hot when sleeping, so I like to have my window open. I like to have my fan going, and I like to be really kind of chilly in my room because I do collect a lot of body heat on myself. So by having the cold air and those artifacts in my life while sleeping, it helps me get into a deeper state of sleep to remember what I learned. And then that is all for everything, guys. And then that is the end of my presentation. And then this is the article on where I got my information from, on what I wrote a summary on, and where I wrote this response on. So thank you for coming out, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.